Good morning. Let's take a tour of this 1923 mansion. I'm Daniel Shew, the old house agent. I work at Prestige Homes of the Tri-Cities in Bristol, Tennessee, and I am a real estate agent that specializes in historic houses. I am licensed in Virginia and Tennessee, so I can help you on both states. Today, we are in Bristol, Virginia, in a fantastic neighborhood over here. We're near the old Solons College, which is now the United Company. Beautiful preserved campus, unlike our tragically lost Virginia Intermont campus a few months ago. This is just a fantastic neighborhood. I saw a picture of this neighborhood a while back from 1925. It looked exactly the same way. It's incredible. It's so quiet over here and beautiful, lovely homes. Monica and I used to live just a few blocks away from here, and it was just a wonderful place to live. So I was so happy to list this house for sale for these kind folks, and honored that they called me to list it. This house is known as the Stone House. It was built by the Stone family that had a lumber company, the Stone Lumber Company, which I think is an ironic word, or a combination of words. And then some people in town call it the Ruining House. The current family that lives here have lived here, I believe, for about 25 years. And it was in remarkable condition when they got it, but they have done some beautiful work. You can see up there it has the original tile roof from 1923. They took it apart, put a new underlayment under it, so you should be good for like another 100 years. It is 4,126 square feet. That's total finished square footage. The basement is a whopping 2,000 square feet. I will take you down there. You're going to just be blown away. It's begging for a movie theater to be down there. And it sits, this is the crazy part. You're in almost downtown Bristol. It sits on an acre and a half. That is a massive lot. It's like a whole block. And you've got a beautiful paved driveway coming up through here to an original carport area. And then it goes to a two-car garage that's original with an original roof. And then it goes back down to Prospect Avenue. So you can see it's been well maintained, but the work that needed to be done has already been done. It's got original windows with storm windows, so that should help you out a lot. All the brickwork is in fantastic condition, and where there were a few places, they had a mason come in just a few months ago and fix any of that. It is a geothermal heat and air system with a natural gas backup, and that's it's not very old. I believe it may be 8 years old. That's on public water and public sewer. And and then these fantastic mountain views that I have here, but I'll show you that when we get upstairs. So starting out here on the porch, you've got this beautiful floor and these awesome arches. Apparently this Italian Renaissance Revival style, these arches were a big thing in that. It's got these cottage style windows. You've got multiple panes on top and then one pane on the bottom. The couple that lives here, they had a landscaper come in from Nashville to fix this yard. Apparently, the neighbors used to call it the mausoleum because there were these two huge trees in front that you couldn't even see the house. Those trees were removed and this beautiful landscaping was put in. Every time we come out here for something, I'm still amazed by this yard. It's got a wooded area attached to the back. It's probably about 25% of the acreage. It's a kind of a drop off back there, so probably a good place for some kids to play or hunt some lichen and pine cones for your craft projects, but nothing, extremely useful like to keep an animal on. You're in the city anyway. And then this leads to that area, so this goes back there. We're not going to take a huge look at the property because it's pretty much self-explanatory, and I'm going to put a link to the house in the comments so you can go on there and see the aerial views. It's very easy to see. There's a great couple that lives behind this house. They're well known in town and have a local business, and these properties, they have pretty good separation between them. Beautiful established plants that are so well maintained. That is just beautiful over there. And this porch is always kind of cool, even on the hottest day. Where we are, the morning sun comes up over there. this gets a little warm, and then probably from about 10 a.m. on, you're pretty good. And this guy across the road has been making as much noise as he possibly can. And then up here you get a feeling for how big this house is. 4,100 square feet, that's not massive. That's a big house, but the house just looks like this enormous mansion, but it's actually quite manageable inside. Yet it still has a lot of space. I'm excited to show you. So let's get in. This beautiful, like, I think this is a mahogany screen door. And an original front door, beautifully refinished. And then you come into this vestibule area with these broken marble pieces. And I don't know when they would have painted this brickwork, but it probably, I'm guessing, was painted originally. It's interesting that they had it be brick. Oh, and the house won a historic preservation award a few years ago for their beautiful upkeep of the property. So after you come in the vestibule, you enter this big living room. This is such a great room for some parties. I mean, it's not a ballroom, but I think you could comfortably have about 20 people in here on a holiday or something like that. And it's attached to the dining room. So you can use this dining room, you know, kind of together with the living room if possible. Let me turn this light on. It has a great original fireplace surround. There has been some debate on whether this tile is original or not. I actually think it is, but I've had some arguments online. And then they have this great gas fireplace. It's set up to, it's vented, so it vents up, but there's like a way it cycles so the heat comes back out. It's a really, really great fireplace they put in there. And they said it's really handy on those super chilly nights, because if you live in Southwest Virginia or Northeast Tennessee, you now know in the past 5 years, we get 0 weeks now. Yeah, 0. Something that does not make me happy. Great wainscoting. I believe it has not been confirmed by any historical records, but it is my belief that this woodwork is all gum. Gum was a popular wood in this neighborhood and in this time period. These houses all were built from between 1920 and 1940, and a lot of them used this in there. It was a beautiful wood with kind of a, not a heavy grain. You enter these French doors and you come into this original sunroom, solarium, garden room. You got great windows, and these windows have these extra window on top of them to make this just a beautiful bright space. And this light fixture, I think, is likely original. If it's not, someone got a really old light and put it in here. I think that's so cool. It fits the garden room really well. This fountain is original. It works. So this could be a thing that you run all the time to hear the water splash. You could put your plants in here like they did. It's really amazing. This lion head is stunning, and this tile work is just beautiful. I've seen a lot of houses in Bristol, and I'm telling you, this house is really unique. They also have these original, I don't know, knobs with the lion heads on them for curtains or curtain rods to be hung in. And then these French doors go into the den, which we'll go into right now. There's a door right here that leads out to the porch. Original doorknobs, beautiful glass doorknobs on everything. And these light fixtures are original as well. Let's see, I don't know if yeah, there they are. 2 of these lights do not work. It should be a pretty simple fix, I would hope. It's the ones over the mantle, the most important ones. The flooring's original, in great condition. They have not refinished it. It's just good. You could probably come in here and refinish it if you wanted a little glow added to it. And look at these original button switches. Every room has these switches. They're so cool. Look at this. Our house does too. And they got a nice, you know, arts and crafts looking fixture in here. Ample lighting coming through the windows. This is a good big room. There's no room in this house that's really small except for a bedroom upstairs I'll show you. And those great French doors. So you should have light coming in this room from this direction and that direction. And if you have this door open from over there, it's a great space. Look at these doors, how beautiful. I mean, this wood is stunning. These doors almost look like mahogany. So I'm not sure if they mixed mahogany and gum or if it's all gum, but this graining is a little more unusual. Oh, sorry, y'all. Didn't check the lights first. There we go. So back here is this wonderful hallway. So we'll go around back in a few minutes, but this door and set of steps goes down to the carport area. So you've got this drive under, very, very 1923. I mean, this house just exudes 1923 wealth. And so you can park right there, bring your groceries through there, or you can pull around back and bring them in the back door. So this was kind of like a servant entrance or a family entrance, and the front door would have been more for company. It's really hot out there. Let's shut that. Now in here is this office den area. Now I got a question yesterday. Another real estate agent sent me a text and said, is there a first floor bedroom? Well, there's not, but this could potentially be that because you have this huge closet in here. I mean, huge for 1923. I would take this closet. Our closets, if we have them, are teeny tiny. But yeah, this is a great office area. It's got 2 big windows and a great fireplace. Original tile, original iron surround. Dog cage is not original. And this cool little alcove. This is just a funky room. It's got these, now the woodwork changes in here. It's oak in here. So you've got this oak crown molding in here too that's just beautiful. I can't even tell you how much that would cost if you replicated that today. It'd be insane. So yeah, you could potentially have a first floor bedroom here. There's a bathroom that connects here. It does not have a shower. So, you know, there's some tweaking you could do if you really wanted one. It's too bad this clock doesn't stay with the house. Isn't that stunning? It's perfect for this house. Now right here is the first floor bathroom, and it's well done. The tile is newer, but it fits in really well, and that built-in shelf is, I believe, original. This was probably like a butler's pantry or something is my assumption, and they've got a nice window there. But yeah, this is a great space. I love the tile baseboards. It's pretty cool. So yeah, this could potentially, if you needed to remodel this, you might perhaps be able to move the toilet over, the sink over, and put a shower in here. I don't know. Something for you to think about if you need a first floor bedroom. This is an original built-in. This is the staircase that goes upstairs, and this is just stunning. Just beautiful woodwork. We'll go down to the basement in a few minutes. And so here's the breakfast area, and it's so cool. I mean, I just love the space. It's just right. It's just perfect for a breakfast area. You've got this original built-in cabinet. Again, all the woodwork back here is now oak. This was a time when oak was cheaper than gum, I suppose, when 20 years ahead of that, oak was the big wood, especially white oak, because there was like a shortage. It was very expensive. So you got these 4 windows here. They're all original. They have storm windows over them. Tile, beautiful tile. Not original, not terribly old. I think it fits well with the space. I love black and white tile. Now in here in the kitchen, someone handmade these cabinets, I don't know, at some point in the 80s or 90s to match the oak woodwork in here. They put these pretty stained glass windows in them. And so the layout was good, and they talked to me about what they might do to help the next owner with some upgrades. So I suggested they replace the countertops. They were tile, and so these are brand spanking new countertops. While they were at it, they added this cooktop also, and the dishwasher. So that's all new, and what's not new works. 2 pretty windows there to overlook your fantastic garden. It's just crazy. I can't emphasize how beautiful this house is. And then this butcher block top island is huge, absolutely huge. Lots of space to do meal prep, homework, all kinds of stuff. Then you go into this original swing door and you find yourself in the pantry and laundry room area. They have moved, so they've kind of moved. Someone's living here right now, but they've taken the laundry out. the washer and dryer. So obviously you're going to have to use your imagination here. And a nice window for light. So this is a great space, nice and sturdy. If you choose to look at this house, this is what these videos are for. I want to tell you everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. This floor slopes just a little bit. There's maybe an inch drop off. That is nothing that I can see to be concerned about. Of course, you'd want a home inspection done on any property you purchase. But what it looks like to me when I've examined the outside is this was a porch that went all the way across the back of the house, and they cut part of it back and made this into a pantry later. And I would say it was probably close to 1923 because they had this swing door put in here. And then this door goes out to that half porch, if I'm correct. Yeah, Monica was saying part of that porch is screened in. And then here's the dining room, big dining room, 6 windows, okay? Great chandelier, looks really good in here. And their furniture is perfect for this house. I mean, it's just great. You could also go like Renaissance. You could go like carved oak furniture from that period. Sky's the limit here. And great fridge doors going into the living room. Like I mentioned earlier, you can use both of these rooms together, and then this room is right off the kitchen. So it's a great house to entertain people in, especially entertaining family. So let's go upstairs. If you looked at the house from the outside, you might think it has this big Gone with the Wind staircase or something. But no, this was kind of sensible architecture. So like I said, you walk into a big living room, the staircase is kind of in the back of the house, but it's pretty. It's a very, very nice staircase. And it's kind of a form of a winding staircase, so it goes all the way to the attic. Now the first room to start with is this one, which was kind of a sleeper porch. I mean, it was a room, but it was just all these windows that you could open at night. And they moved closets around and managed to make a bedroom out of this. And it's a large bedroom. Here's a peek at some of those views from here, because this house sits on a bank, and you got some really cool views of Holston and Roan Mountain, I suppose. And also here is the garage, which is original. And they have garage door openers, so you can just pull up and open the door with your finger. And these are pretty good sized closets for a 1923 house. There's a linen closet here. It's really deep also. We won't worry about looking in there, but it's empty. And then this is the second floor den. I mean, yes, we have the first floor den and the second floor den. I mean, it's such a cool use of space. Beautiful fireplace mantle. It is interesting up here that they went with oak up here also. I almost feel like usually the second floor rooms were a little less expensive than the first because this is where you slept. You know, you didn't bring company up here. So I wonder if the Stone family may have had guests a lot or something like that, where they wanted the second floor to be just as nice as the first. And they did that. They did that well with this beautiful fireplace. And this built-in over here is original. The plaster in this house is in remarkable condition. As far as I can tell, you're not going to have painted wallpaper or anything you have to scrape off. And then this door goes out to this porch area. We're not going to go out there, it's too hot. But there's those beautiful mountains and a beautiful neighborhood. We absolutely loved it over here. And we just moved to be closer to downtown. We liked a little ruckus once in a while and music. And in here is the first bedroom. Now this is cool space. You'll see this door open. If you shut this door, you can separate that room from this suite. If you open this door, what you could potentially have is a master bedroom with a closet and a sitting room with a closet and then a full bath. And then there's a closet there too. So this is a lovely bedroom. It's got those mountain views as well, especially in the winter. And again, take a look at those walls. This plaster is in remarkable condition. Now these closets get really big. This one is so big. Let me get this dryer sheet for them. This one's so big it has a window. A beautiful leaded glass window. See, they took that opulence to the next level. Who puts a leaded glass window in a closet in 2025? And then they have these built-in mirrors too. Here's the bathroom. They did this great wainscoting in here. I think this was added. I don't think it's original. And now the crown molding looks like it may be original. But this is such a lovely room. And this white color scheme with this navy blue that is sure not to go out of style anytime soon. Original cast iron tub. I know I'll forget that light if I don't do it now. And then jumping in here is this big bedroom. Now it's got this massive fireplace, again with gum woodwork, original tile. It's such a cool fireplace. And this is a big room. I believe they had a queen bed in here and it was very comfortable to walk around, wasn't any big deal. And they've got a closet over here with built-in shelves that appear to be original. Another leaded glass window. And original flooring. So as I mentioned, you can just go back through that door and this could be all this huge master suite, which would be really cool. And then coming into here, going down this nice long hallway, linen closet. And here's another bedroom. This is not a huge bedroom. It's manageable, but it does have a massive closet as all the others do too. And again, y'all, I'm the old house agent. When I say a massive closet, I mean they're big for the period. These houses weren't usually built with, you know, Sex and the City style walk-in closets with furniture in them. And then original windows. It's just beautiful in here. Monica's using her backup skills. Let's see here. Is it that one? So in here we've got their guest room. They fit 2 twin beds in here. Great light in here. This is my favorite room actually. I love the way they have it decorated. And it's got the same size closet as that other bedroom with another built-in mirror. I think that's so cool in 1923 that they were clever enough to think, oh, let's put mirrors in the doors, and they've been there this whole time. And then everybody online in the photos has been asking what this hobbit hole is. That's access to the back of the shower. There's nothing special about it, but it's cool. And here's another full bath up here. Beautiful the way they've done that. They kept the in-shower window and tiled around it and put glass in there to protect it. I love this room so much. Great sink, great toilet. And this room could be a bedroom also. We're calling it a studio because obviously it's a studio. It's got fantastic light and the woodwork in here has been painted. So this is a nice bright space. It's totally different from the rest of the house. You could do a little playroom in here. You could do a TV room. You could do all kinds of stuff. It's a really neat space, but it's a great studio. It's a nice big room. Now we're going to go up to the attic, but we're not going to spend much time up there because like every attic, it's a little toasty. Here's another likely original light fixture. And this is well lit going up to the attic. You got a window here and then this big window up here. Monica, if you just want to pan in, we both won't suffer. So here's the some of the heat and air system. And it appears that they have taken up all the floorboards, insulated, and then put them back down. So this is a cool space that has some potential. If you insulated between the rafters, you might be able to finish this out and have some kind of fun space up here. It's pretty big. Oh yeah, fantastic storage. After you. It's actually not as hot up here as I thought it would be. Now let's check out the basement and then the backyard. Walk, 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 walk. All Monica and I do is walk up steps all the time. See, we're the weirdos. Unless we have some kind of debilitating illness later, we want our master to be on the second floor because we want to walk up and down the steps to stay fit as old folks. Is that for here? Nope. This is a well-lit basement. They put new bulbs and everything. They had some rewiring done recently. They put arc fault breakers in, so if there is any old wiring in the house, that it's safer to use. But there's been a lot of wiring done in here. Jumping over here, this is a cool space. Let me find the light. This was the coal room. So they had a coal chute. I'm assuming, yeah, this one was it. So the coal truck would back up here next to the carport and dump coal in, and this whole room was like full of coal all the time. I'm sure it took a lot of coal to heat this house. Yeah, there's some. What do they call that? There's a word for burnt coal. It's like junk coal or something like that, and people make stuff out of it. But yeah, this is a cool room. I don't know what you could do with it. I'm not even going to begin to tell you. Just use your imagination. Now this is a very interesting room because it has a lot of original architectural stuff in it. So here's some tiles if you need to replace anything on the roof. And there's some bricks, probably came out of a chimney or something if you need to replace anything. And here's a bucket of random tiles from the fireplaces and things like that. I'm guessing when they built this house, they just put this stuff down here. So it's so cool to imagine that stuff was sitting here this whole time. These light bulbs are so bright. Here's one panel, one 200 amp, and there's another 200 amp in the upcoming room. Here is the canning room. Probably no reason you can't still use it for this. Bring your canned goods down here and just fill this up for the apocalypse. They've insulated in between the floors, so if your basement gets a little chilly, it's not going to bother you upstairs. Here's a box of more modern tile, like ones in the kitchen. And in this room, it's kind of another maybe canning room. I don't know what they would have used it for. But this is the other panel, the other 200 amp panel. And built-in shelving, very useful, and more tiles if you need to replace anything. These even go upstairs. These are cool. I wonder what those were from. They look old. All right, here's your theater. I mean, look at this space. This is crazy. It's like a bowling alley. I was showing the house the other day, and I said, here's the bowling alley. And she's like, what, really? There was a bowling alley down here? No, it's just a huge room. Yeah, it's so cool. And you could have a play area there and have your theater here. You could fit probably 3 rows of seats right here and a screen over there. I love this space so much. And I've had many people talk about being here as teenagers, and you can see the evidence. Apparently they used to hang out in the basement. Jason loves Lisa. See if that's still a lasting love. Okay, I've got lights, hold on. And then in here you got another big room, but this is more of a utility area. The geothermal system is in here, the first floor version of it. You got windows. If you replace these windows, you could have a lot more light in the basement, a lot more natural light. And these beautiful brick foundation walls. And this is all concreted. There's no dirt down here. They said they've never had a moisture problem. I've never seen any moisture down here, but they run these because, hey, it's a basement. Let's see here. If you want to. So we've just come out the basement door, and just a few steps up, we're in the backyard area. There's the woods behind us. Now stepping back here, you can see this pantry laundry room right there. And you can see how maybe at one time it was some kind of a porch or something, but they do have a nice firm brick foundation under it. So if you come and look at the house and you're like, why has the floor got a little bit of a slope in it? I truly don't think that's an issue. Well, let's jump up here and we'll look at the garage. Now this deck was built on later. You could take it off, you could refinish it, you could do whatever you want over here. Oh, it's unlocked, good. And this is a little screened-in porch area for you could cultivate all your beautiful plants that you're planting out in the yard. And this goes right back into the kitchen, and these are the breakfast room windows. Sorry. Now out in here you can see the carport area there. Beautiful. Just love that. Look at those huge copper lanterns. Those may actually be original, I don't know. And so if we step in here in the shade, you can see that the driveway goes down that way to Park Street. And then it goes through the carport and goes this way back down to Prospect. Wait, is this Prospect or Arlington? This is Prospect, yeah. And so when you're coming home from work, coming home from the grocery store, you can drive up this driveway and come right into your garage. Now this garage is nothing spectacular. It's a garage though. It does have concrete floor. It's got these cool brick walls. There's a light switch somewhere. So it's an interesting space, but it's perfectly usable. I mean, it's a garage. You could come in here and drywall the ceiling if you wanted to and make it even better. But it's an original garage. And there's some storage up here too, so you could maybe floor that and have some more storage. And like I said, there are garage door openers for these. You can fit 2 Beamers in here pretty easily. I think my truck would probably fit in here just fine. We're always gauging things by Monica's BMW. Careful, Grace. All right, let's get in the shade. Oh, let's look at these houses though. Look at this. It's a little noise because the neighbors are taking care of their yards, which is great. I live in a neighborhood where sometimes that doesn't happen. Beautiful houses, just lovely. I mean, this is like Leave It to Beaver right here. These people's yard is just beautiful. And these trees make such lovely shade back here. Well, I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough of this house. Like I said, it's 940 940, let me find it again, make sure I don't say anything wrong. 940 Park Street in Bristol, Virginia. And that's pretty much it on it. If you've got any questions, please comment, let me know. I answer and respond to almost every comment that's left on there myself. It's not AI. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, and I'm on YouTube. So please find me on all those platforms and follow along in my journey of preservation and historic house listings and what my wife and I do. And then also, I ask that there will be a link in the comments for my newsletter. So go on there, sign up for our newsletter. You get a lot of great information about preservation, real estate, and if you live in Southwest Virginia, you get information about Bristol. So appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next video.